In the tapestry of global economics, few stories are as compelling as India's journey from a struggling post-colonial economy to an emerging global powerhouse. Today, we'll dive deep into the transformation that has captured the world's attention: the economic liberation era, 1991 to 2000. The year was 1991. India stood at a crossroads facing its most severe balance of payments crisis. Foreign exchange reserves had dwindled to just $5.8 billion, barely enough to cover 3 weeks of imports. But from this crisis emerged opportunity. Under the leadership of then Finance Minister Manmohan Singh, India embarked on its historic liberalization journey. The license Raj, which had stifled business growth for decades, was dismantled. Foreign investment doors were thrown open, and a new era of economic freedom began. The results? GDP growth jumped from a mere 1.1% in 1991 to 7.5% by 1996. The first 5 years of liberalization saw foreign investment surge from just $132 million to over $5.3 billion. The digital revolution, 2000 to 2010. As the new millennium dawned, India was writing a different story, one of digital transformation. The IT sector, which contributed barely 1% to GDP in 1990, had grown to become a crucial economic pillar. Remember the Y2K bug that threatened global computer systems? It was Indian IT professionals who helped the world transition smoothly into the new millennium. This cemented India's position as a global IT powerhouse. By 2010, cities like Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Pune had transformed into bustling tech hubs, earning Bangalore the nickname Silicon Valley of India. The IT sector was now employing over 2.5 million people directly and contributing 7.5% to GDP, the manufacturing renaissance, 2010 to 2020. But could a services-led economy be sustainable without strong manufacturing? This question led to the launch of Make in India in 2014. The initiative aimed to increase manufacturing share in GDP from 16% to 25% by 2025. The results have been remarkable. India became the world's second largest smartphone manufacturer by 2019. The auto industry, once dominated by just 2 domestic manufacturers, now produces over 4 million vehicles annually. The infrastructure revolution, 2015 to present. Infrastructure development became the next frontier. The launch of ambitious projects like the Bharatmala for highways and Sagarmala for ports marked a new chapter. Did you know that India's highway construction pace increased from 12 kilometers per day in 2014 to an impressive 37 kilometers per day by 2021? The bullet train project between Mumbai and Ahmedabad, the dedication of 100 smart cities, and the world's largest renewable energy expansion program all speak to India's infrastructure ambitions. The digital payment revolution, 2016 to present. Perhaps no other transformation has been as dramatic as India's digital payment revolution. The launch of UPI in 2016 democratized digital payments. From street vendors to luxury stores, digital payments have become ubiquitous. By 2023, India processed over 8.7 billion UPI transactions monthly, more than any other country's digital payment system. But how did a nation known for its cash economy achieve this feat? The startup ecosystem, 2015 to present. India's startup story is equally fascinating. From just 7,000 startups in 2008 to over 75,000 by 2023, the ecosystem has flourished. The country now boasts over 100 unicorns with a combined valuation exceeding $340 billion. Cities beyond the traditional metros have emerged as startup hubs. The question isn't whether India will produce the next global tech giant, but when. The agricultural transformation. Agriculture, employing over 40% of India's workforce, has undergone its own quiet revolution. The sector has grown from producing 50 million tons of food grains in 1950 to over 300 million tons by 2023. Digital farming, precision agriculture, and farm mechanization are transforming this traditional sector. But how does India balance agricultural productivity with environmental sustainability? The global trade position. India's position in global trade has evolved dramatically. From being the 31st largest exporter in 1991, India climbed to become the world's 13th largest by 2023. Services exports, led by IT, have grown from $4.6 billion in 2023, 1997 to over $250 billion annually. The demographic dividend. With 65% of its population under 35, India's demographic dividend is unparalleled. By 2030, India will have the world's largest workforce. But this presents both an opportunity and a challenge. How to train and employ this massive workforce. The National Education Policy 2020 and Skill India mission are ambitious attempts to harness this potential. The target? To skill 400 million Indians by 2025. Future prospects and challenges. As India marches toward its goal of becoming a $5 trillion economy by 2027 to 2028, several challenges remain. Income inequality, with the top 1% holding 40% of national wealth, needs addressing. Infrastructure gaps, though narrowing, persist, yet the fundamentals remain strong. A growing middle class, projected to reach 580 million by 2030, will drive consumption. Digital transformation continues to boost productivity. India's economic story isn't just about numbers, it's about the dreams of 1.4 billion people. It's about a nation transforming itself while maintaining its cultural essence. As we stand at this crucial juncture, one question remains. How will India's growth story inspire your own journey of transformation? If this deep dive into India's economic transformation fascinated you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Share your thoughts below. What aspect of India's growth story resonates most with you? Stay tuned for our next analysis of global economic trends.